Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're learning another technique from Card Shark. This is technique number 23 called the Bent Dealer. And this is something we're going to use on our return to Castle Marais, I think it is. And essentially this is going to utilise a couple of techniques that we've done previously in other episodes. So if you need to watch those episodes again, please do, but we'll be going over that move in its entirety here, so it should be okay. And there's also a new move in dealing cards where we're going to be ensuring that we're dealing high cards to the compt and low cards to our opponents. So the way we're going to do that is to first of all bend cards like we learnt in the bent card technique to show a high value card and a low value card. And we're also going to use sticky hand technique where we palm a high value card which we can then deal out to the compt. So let's move through this in order. So the first thing we're going to do is pick a high value card, which is the king. So we click on that. Next we're going to bend the card in such a way that we show that it's a high value card. And if you remember, we can move our hand anywhere while we're holding down the mouse button, but we're going to bring it down to the table and then pull the card towards us to bend it to the left. So that denotes a high value card. And now we're going to do the same thing with a low value card. So we're going to choose the 6. And we're going to move in the opposite way this time to the right. So we bring the card down to the table and move the hand to the right to bend it in that way. Next up is going to be the new part of the trick. And this is on a timer, which is, well, okay, after the sticky hand. And as we remember, on sticky hand, we have to hit this first time in this green sweet spot by clicking left when it's there. And we've palmed the queen. So now is the new part of the trick. We've done this dealing before. When I click this white button, we'll be dealing from this left-hand opponent to the middle opponent to the compt and then to ourselves. And it is against a timer, so you have to do it relatively quickly. And what we're going to do is when we have the high value card in our hand, we're going to use something, well, I can't remember what it's called, second deal I think he calls it. But basically, instead of just tapping left to drop the top card, which we usually would do, we're going to hold the left mouse button down and move it to the right with it held down for the first 2 deals. And then when it comes to the compt, we're going to tap the left mouse button to give him the queen. And then we give ourselves another card. And I'll quickly explain what else we're going to do here, just because it will happen quite fast. We're on the timer. But the card that we bent to show the high value card is going to look like an hourglass. It's going to be slightly concave here on both sides, and that's going to be a high value card. A low value card is going to be the opposite. It's going to be sort of narrower at the top and bottom and sort of bulging out in the middle. So slightly rounded, more concave, and then convex is the other one. Yeah, so we're looking for high value card which is hourglass shaped and low value card which is bulging at the sides. So we want to give the compt the high value card and the low value card to one of our opponents. We could also deal the low value card to ourselves, but I think it's better for the trick to kind of, you know, weaken the others, really. So if we're ready, as I said, when I've clicked this button, it's going to happen reasonably fast, but we can always do it a couple of times just to make sure that we understand what's going on. So first things first, we want to deal this queen to the compt, which means holding and swiping for the first 2 deals, and then just clicking for the third. So swipe to the right, click for the compt. That's a normal card to me. Normal card, normal card, normal card. I'm just clicking for these normal cards. Normal card, normal card, normal card, normal card. This is an hourglass one shape. We want to swipe, swipe, then click to the compt. Normal. Low value is fine to them. Normal, normal, normal. There we go. So I'm going to practice again, but I'll cut ahead to the part for the deal, because that's the new part that we're sort of here to learn, really. Right, welcome back. So we're going to do the deal again in the same way that we did before. We've palmed the king and we want that to go to the compt, so we're going to swipe left to right, then click, and then we'll go from there. So swipe, swipe, click, normal card, normal card, normal card, normal card, normal card, normal card, normal, normal, high value. So swipe, 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 click, swipe, click for the low value card that came up there, and now we just need to play out the normal cards for the rest of the deal. And there we go, and that's how you pull off the bent dealer. I had a little bit of difficulty initially learning this trick because I couldn't quite get the timing down for the dealing part. So feel free to practice that a few times in your own game to make sure that you know how to do that more instinctively, because it is one that takes a little bit of practice, this, I think. So thanks very much for watching. I hope that was useful. If it was, then it'd be great if you could hit the like button on the video, and I hope to see you next time for more card shark techniques. Bye for now.